Hey everyone, welcome back to Mosine Insights. Today we're diving into a critical issue facing South Korea. Its military has shrunk by a staggering 20% in just 6 years, dropping to 450,000 troops. Why? A plummeting birth rate and a shrinking pool of young men eligible for mandatory military service. Stick around as we unpack what's happening, why it matters, and what it means for South Korea's future. Let's get started. South Korea's military is one of the most robust in the world, designed to counter threats like North Korea's massive army. But here's the shocker. In just 6 years, the country's active troop count has plummeted from around 560,000 to 450,000, a 20% drop. The main culprit? A shrinking population of young men eligible for South Korea's mandatory military service, which requires all able-bodied males aged 18 to 28 to serve for about 18 to 21 months. South Korea has the world's lowest birth rate, with a fertility rate of just 0.78 children per woman in 2022, far below the 2.1 needed to maintain a stable population. Fewer babies born 2 decades ago means fewer young men today to fill those military boots. So, why is South Korea's birth rate so low? It's a mix of factors. Skyrocketing housing costs, intense work culture, and the high expense of raising kids are discouraging young couples from starting families. Add to that a hyper-competitive education system and economic pressures, and many are opting out of parenthood altogether. This demographic crisis isn't just about fewer babies, it's creating a ripple effect. With fewer young men available, the military is struggling to maintain its size and strength. And this isn't just a military problem, it's a national security concern for a country that shares a heavily militarized border with North Korea. South Korea's military is critical for deterring North Korea, which, by the way, boasts one of the largest standing armies in the world, with over 1.2 million troops. A smaller South Korean force could really strain its ability to respond to threats, especially as North Korea continues to advance its missile and nuclear programs. Defense analysts warn that a smaller military could also impact South Korea's alliance with the United States, which relies on Seoul's robust forces to maintain stability in the region. And it's not just the military. An aging population means fewer workers to support South Korea's economy, which could limit funding for defense in the long run. South Korea isn't sitting idle. The government is exploring ways to address the crisis, like increasing voluntary enlistment, integrating more women into the military, though women aren't subject to mandatory service, and investing heavily in technology like drones and AI to offset troop shortages. They're also offering incentives to boost birth rates like cash payments for new parents and better work-life balance policies. But these measures take time, and with the population aging fast, the clock is ticking. This isn't just South Korea's problem, it's a global wake-up call. A shrinking military in a geopolitically tense region could shift the balance of power in East Asia, and with South Korea being a tech and economic powerhouse, any instability could ripple across the world. The stakes are high. Can South Korea adapt its military strategy to a smaller, tech-driven force? Will government efforts reverse the birth rate decline? Only time will tell, but one thing's clear: the country faces tough choices ahead. That's all for today's deep dive into South Korea's military and population crisis. What do you think? Can South Korea overcome these challenges, or is this a sign of bigger problems to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.